Good evening. Good evening, Johannesburg. My name is Yusuf, the host of the Daily Money Market. Definitely, we meet again today. It's another episode of the Daily Money Market. I hope you guys that you are watching all the, the podcast, you are enjoying it, and you are learning a lot of things. So definitely today, what I wanted to talk about, I wanted to jump in and talk about when it comes to the CPI news that we just released yesterday. So yesterday there was a CPI news. The CPI news, it means the Consumer Price Index. Those are the news that were released yesterday. So I wanted to talk about how does actually Consumer Price Index, impacted, in your forex market, so that you should know when you get in a forex market and you are starting trading, you should always know that the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, always actually impact your definitely your market. So let's go into it. So when it comes to yesterday's CPI news, the news are actually the stats are actually did good in terms of the market itself, in terms of the release of the CPI news. They were actually sitting at 5.9% growth since from December of 2021. Now in 2022 February, we are sitting at a 6.9 percentage in terms of the growth. And now, how does that 5.9 growth impacted in a market? We seen yesterday that the dollar index itself, it start going up, it start raising up. People start making actually money with a dollar index. And what happened now with the when it comes to Nasdaq, to the stocks of US? So there was a couple of stocks yesterday that are get affected by the CPI news, right? And these stocks, they were, one of them, it's Nasdaq. Nasdaq definitely was affected by CPI news yesterday. And if you look at it, Nasdaq, the news that comes in the US, they said US stocks fell and the treasury yield rose after the highest inflation reading in 4 decades prompted. So these are prompted by the Federal Reserve official to call for the faster rate hikes. So they are actually looking for a little bit of a hike in terms of the inflation rate. People, they're going to be paying at least the 2% above what they were paying in terms of the levies, when it comes to electricity, when it comes to water, when it comes to to products that you are buying, maybe VAT. There's a little bit of a 2% growth that is being increased. So that actually gives the government a lot of money, because you are paying now a little bit more. That money can brings back in the economy, and on the economy now you can now start actually seeing the infrastructure being built, the streets being built, hospital being supported. I mean, we can't emphasize enough about the healthy institution of this world, from US to come to all the way to here in South Africa, in Johannesburg. The health institution, they're actually struggling due to COVID-19 pandemic that we've been having. So this 2% is actually boost the economy. But what will do to you and me? I mean, there was a pandemic, a lot of people, they're no longer working, jobs have been lost, and we have to chip in a little bit more of 2%. And definitely it feels like it's a little bit of stretch to our finance that we get in every month. But that's what the news was talking about, and that's what actually impacted on the Nasdaq. So the other impact on the Nasdaq, it was the Nasdaq is the index in Nasdaq mostly affected by the rising of the bond yield, right? Since May offer the tech companies in the index rally over the heavy borrowing of the financial their growth, and their earnings can be adversely impacted by rising bond yields. Nasdaq future again met a resistance from 200 days of moving average. So whoever was trading Nasdaq, yesterday, they actually, make some money because it actually gained to all the way to the resistance of a 200-day average. Now, I want you, ladies and gentlemen, when you're watching this, take a note of the when you call what you call the CPI news that we actually offer. So this CPI news that United States, release, not we actually offer, the CPI news that states release, So this news, it actually, counts almost all the industries. When you look at the retail industries, they wanna, release the rates about the retail industries, the infrastructure industries, So if you are on forex trading, let's say CFDs, know that this is a perfect time to actually start trade those type of instruments. So when you look at those who are actually invested in stocks, those are also another time that you could have invested in stocks, or you can buy the stocks that are falling at that particular time and actually hold it until it get the momentum. Once you get the momentum, then you sell your stocks to whoever platform that you are using. So yeah, definitely what I wanted you guys to know, it's about the CPI, Consumer Price Index. It actually moved the market a lot, and we are coming from the non-farm payroll a news release, which was last week Friday, and the market has been really volatile. A lot of people have been making money. So don't forget to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on subscribing, and don't forget to actually follow us on Instagram. We are the Daily Money Market. We're bringing you all the economic news just bit by bit. We'll get there. After here, there's a presentation of the trading. We want to know about the trend line. How's the trend line are doing? How can you install the trend line on your platform for you to be able to actually, start seeing your entry point and your exit point, your taking profit point, your stop loss point. That's another session that's coming in. So don't go anywhere. After you watch this video, go to the next video so that you can watch it again. Thank you very much, guys. It's Yusuf, the host of the Daily Money Market. I hope we'll do again next week and give you a little bit of a view of what we are doing. Thank you.